to lead you to the right place. With
2 of 4 from 3 points there to take the lead. Missing the Pacers, and he nails the 3. Nice shot from beyond the arc there from Freak.
They're riding that hot hand.
Wesley with the screen on stop 2. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach.
For the pick anytime getting into a groove in this game.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Here's Freak, and the Pacers another 3.
And how about the last 5 made shots?
Get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot. But it seems like they have just not figured it out. Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound. And once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Jacks up a 3, and the Pacers another 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks. Well, it looks like he's cooled down a bit after hitting those 2 in the first quarter. Move the ball.
There's a minute left in the first half of basketball. Back to Stuckey. Clock at 6. There's Freak, and the Pacers another 3.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams and their effectiveness from the three-point line.
It has been pronounced, no doubt about it. Definitely a big factor to this point in the game.
Shoots, and he recovers it. Ariza has the open look. Ariza with another miss. Pacers leading by 11. Inside, it's stolen by Ariza. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Indiana. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Ariza passes to Beverly. The 3 from Harden. And the shot is good. Harden's got 13 points.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for who.
Second half just about to get going here.
No slowing them down. Just an incredible.
So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Spates. Hill comes in for Carlos Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Houston also making some changes. Brewer is checked in for Ariza. Tyler Johnson comes in for James Harden. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Ty Lawson. And so in the game for the Rockets, Modi Eunice and Howard, the post pair. Patrick Beverly out there with Johnson. And it's Brewer in at the 3.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
Turner with the steal. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. From the arc, Brewer grabs the board. Rockets trail by 9. And Beverly kicks to Brewer. Bangs home the trifecta. Brewer's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Freak. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Beverly dishes to Brewer. Moniunas kicks to Brewer. Screen by Howard. Jumper off the screen. Brewer's shot is off. Pacers leading by 6. And here's Freak. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
And what a move, guys. I mean, he's absolutely embarrassing him out there right now.
Well, that's an ankle breaker, Greg. You know that. And then he calmly knocked it down. Sweet.
They get a hand on it, and as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. Johnson, the pass to Beverly. The shot no good. So Indiana will take it the other way. And it's time for an injury report.
Unfortunately, guys, he said it doesn't look good. A discouraging development for this team so early in the season. We'll see what kind of impact it has on them.
With any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
And let's just hope the rehab process doesn't drag on any longer than it has to.
And he gets it to go. Freak's got 53. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Indiana.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Kevin McHale address his team. He made no mistake that Dwight Howard has got to be the focal point of their offense. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. You know, these are the guys you need to be aware of if you don't want your pocket picked. Here are last season's steals leaders. Freak number 1.
There were so many nights when he controlled the game through his defense. Not a surprise to see him ranked at the top.
Johnson with it. Picked up by Stuckey. They get a hand on it. Back to Johnson. A 3-ball. And another 3 for Houston.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
There's Freak. Indiana again missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Beverly dishes to Howard. And that's collected by Hill. Hill's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Freak. Good on the 3-point shot. Freak's got 56 points in the game.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game.
On ears, no luck. Indiana leading by 10. There's Freak. And Indiana, another 3.
Man, they came out smoking here from beyond.
And Greg, as hot as they are from out there, absolutely no reason at all not to just keep letting them fly.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Take a look at what Beverly's been doing. He has 12 points and 7 assists. Don't underestimate how important he's been.
And this is what we see when we talk about potential. He's tapped into it today, guys.
And he makes the first. George Hill's checked in. Indiana also making some changes. Spates checked in for Hill. Hill comes in for George. And Freak subbed in for George Hill. Freak, he's in at the point. Maurice Spates out there with Turner. Then there's Solomon Hill, and it's Stuckey in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Freak kicks to Stuckey. He dishes it to Spates. Now here's Freak, defended by Beverly. Shot clock at 6. And that one's good. Freak.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Indiana.
You're right, Steve. It was a standout performance across the board. They were just, at times, it seemed toying with it.
Yeah, like watching a cat play with a mouse, Kevin. Quite honestly, they were able to do more or less, whatever they wanted to do.
And so with this, they'll end up with their 2nd win on the year.
And in the season series, they'll end up taking the upper hand with the first victory for this matchup with a 1-0 record against the Rockets.
And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was for Freak. There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
And the first one drops. So an entirely new group. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few players ever see in the NBA. But we saw it here tonight. Truly jaw-dropping. And that'll do it for our broadcast tonight. Hope you enjoyed the show. For me and Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, have a wonderful evening.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, guys, bring it in. We're going to shift to some late game situational drills now. We need to do a better job of closing teams out late. All right, let's wrap it up. Feel free to hang around and take some shots. And don't forget, meet in the film room at noon.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. Excited, I mean thrilled to be here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm so lucky. In this game, we'll see the Indiana Pacers against the Portland Trail Blazers. Taking a look at the Trail Blazers, this is a big game coming up for them. They've dropped their first 2 games, and the last thing they want to do is open the season 0-3. That is not the way to tip things off. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave. Financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hacker Shack was created. My main man Dick Vitale said if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I'll tell you. But, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, he left school early, but he is something.
Welcome, everyone, to Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the home of the Pacers, where we will be broadcasting today's action live.
Ready to go?
For the Portland Trail Blazers, they come in off a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia.
Yeah, not a very...
Trailblazers leading by 3. And Lillard kicks to Henderson. Came in a screen. Now the feed to Vonleh. Arthur passes to Lillard. Clock at 6. To the middle. Here's Vonleh. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Vonleh's got his first bucket in this one. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Freak, #1. Damian Lillard is second.
It's really hard to measure just how much impact these two had on their teams. I mean, either one of these guys would have been a good choice for an all-defensive squad.
Fires for 3. No luck. Now Portland takes it the other way. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Portland leading. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Terry Stotts had a few moments to share with me. He said that one of the players are keying in on defensively is Rodney Stuckey, adding he loves to use his size and his strength to play bully ball inside and get himself to the line. We've got to be physical with him without fouling. Guys, that'll take discipline. We'll see if they can strike the right balance on defense.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. And Lillard kicks to Arthur. Lillard outside. Hill gets the rebound. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And they take the lead. And the Pacers lead by 1.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Some changes for Indiana. Turner comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Solomon Hill in for George. Lillard attacking. Hill with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And that one's good. Freak. Well, we all know that Freak changed sides recently, but it's a challenge he's up to and wanted it. It can be intimidating, Clark, to join a new team, but I think he's okay with it.
Yeah, I think so, too. I mean, he knows there's going to be some rough spots and a bit of a learning curve. But eventually things smooth out, and Freak knows how to fit in with the team, and this roster definitely looks stronger with him on it.
Came in a screen. Henderson dishes to Lillard. Conley setting the pick for Lillard to stop the run. Turner with the steal. Freak with it. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pacers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Last outing for Indiana. They won that game against Houston.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at them.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Trailblazers trail by 8. Here's Lillard. Here's Arthur. The rebound by Turner.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
They got the shot they wanted, but his defense, deterred them from those playing.
That's it. Dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Arthur kicks to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Keenan sets a screen for Lillard. Beyond the arc, and the shot is good. Lillard's got 9.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Now the Pacers with it. They're on a 20-7 run. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. They're playing tremendous defense, too.
Here's Lillard. No good off the front iron.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
Here's Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
My goodness, what a move there to lose the defender. Got him on his heels, and then he made it look easy from there on in.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Lillard with no one around. Lillard again missing.
It's been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costing.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
And you can tell he's hungry, because that's how you eat away at a lead right there. Make some highlight reel plays and shake that defense up.
Well, Greg, you're right. Not all 2 points are the same. Not when they come on a stuff like that one.
Well, I like the craftiness in his game. He can distribute or he can attack the basket, just like we saw right there.
And talk to Monte Ellis. He says he feeds off his doubters. He loves to hear someone say what he can't do. And Monte Ellis is still trying to prove people wrong now in Dallas after their quick exit from the playoffs a season ago. Clark, it's been a decade in the league now for this very talented guard.
And that kind of relentless determination is really something Monte is known for. and one of the reasons he has been around for 10 years in the NBA as a consistently good player and lethal scorer.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And quite a position here for the Pacers to be in. What do you guys think?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Freak, he's in at the point. Paul George is out there with Boozer. Then there's Ellis. And it's Spates in at the 5. That's the Pacers' 5. Kicks it to Henderson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
My goodness, he sure can get off the ground.
One of the best in the business for sure. You're right.
I tell you what, he is an imposing finisher around the rim. He makes it look a little too easy.
And Lillard kicks to Aminu. They grab their own miss.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Now here's Freak. He's tightly guarded. Takes the 3. Portland grabs the miss.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Dishes to Plumlee. Off target from the baseline. Indiana leading by 13. Here's Freak. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Henderson with it. George picks him up. Back to Lillard. 3-pointer. Good. Lillard's got 14 points for the game.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Screen by Boozer. Launches it. And that will fall. The 3-pointer on the line from Freak. And the Pacers lead by 13.
Blazers ranked in the NBA last season. First in steals, second in rebound.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Portland also making some changes. Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee. Noah Vonleh comes in for Nick Collison. And it's Arthur in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And he gets it to go.
I wasn't sure if he'd be able to keep it up, but he has. Wow.
And Lillard kicks to Arthur. Back to Lillard. Fires from the corner. In for his 7th make in 13 tries. Pacers leading by 6. Now Freak. 33 points for him. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
He is raining threes here tonight, and he is going to continue to stay aggressive.
As he should. I mean, when you're having the kind of day he's having from long range, you're doing your team a disservice if you aren't shot hungry.
Pick up by Hill. Freak. And again, it's Indiana.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Here's Kaman. He trains the turnaround jump shot. Kaman's got his second basket of the night. And
good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dime-dropping delights is what I call it.
That's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yeah, he's on the money, that's no doubt. And it's Freak missing. Trailblazers trail by 9. Arthur passes to Lillard. He kicks to Arthur. From deep, Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 4 rebounds now tonight. That drops.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Inside, here's Vonleh. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 6th assist on the night. Here's Freak. Knocks down the 3-ball. Freak's got 41.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
Lillard dishes to Vonleh. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And it's Freak missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Kamen gets to Vonleh. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
And here's Freak, and he's got 41, and he gets the bucket.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And Lillard kicks to Anderson. An open look for Lillard. Off target with the open look.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
And that concludes the first half. Indiana out in front. Now the second half about to start up and begin. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Spates. Hill comes in for Carlos Boozer. Rodney Stuckey's checked in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. Portland also making some changes. Chris Kamen's checked in for Plumlee. Collison comes in for Davis. And it's Arthur in for Gerald Henderson. On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Aminu. Then there's Chris Kamen. Then there's Nick Collison, and it's Arthur in at the small forward. And Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He finished with 63 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance for him and for us, Kevin.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you got a thoroughbred like him, I think you got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Trailblazers trail by 14. They set the pick. Lillard left side. Collison's shot is good. Collison's got his first points in this one.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And it's Freak missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Here's Kamen. The Pacers pull it in. Hill's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Freak. Non-stop scoring machine here. Now here's Aminu, defended by George. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And the basket by Lillard.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Freak, number 1. And, of course, Mason Plumlee.
As well as these two shot the ball, it was a nightmare situation for a defender guarding either one of them. It's so hard to stop them from getting their shots off.
The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Here's Kamen. Another miss by Kamen.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Here's Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just not letting up at all.
And the foul called on Freak. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Trailblazers make... What happened when the game got sloppy? Introducing the Lone Ranger, Kimo Sabi.
Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, let's change it up for a bit. How many threes can you make in a minute? Freak? Okay, we're good on the drills for now. Let's make sure we're getting better every day. Okay, guys. We need to pick up the intensity. Boston drill. Here we go. All right, fellas, competition time. Beat the pro. Let's go. Okay, that's it for now. Make sure we're iced up and rested. Go ahead and keep shooting if you want.
the 2K Sports pregame show.
Early season's greetings, NBA fans. I'm Ernie Johnson. Thanks for joining us. Got Shaquille O'Neal here. Got Kenny the Jet Smith here for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. Cleveland comes into this one after the win against the Bulls at United Center, feeling confident after a runaway win. We'll see if they carry over some of that momentum. One of the guys to watch tonight, Monte Ellis, such an explosive player at times, really dangerous when the fourth quarter rolls around, Shaq.
Yeah, Ellis, a.k.a. Baby AI, still has the speed to force defenders off of him. He's improved in the mid-range game also, but he can punish teams, especially if they...
Greetings, everyone. You've got it live on Tuesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Last game. So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Bulls.
And it goes back to what's been their strength, really, on the interior. From a defensive standpoint, they just defended the rim as well as you could.
Yeah, I thought it was really impressive the way they did it, guys. They were alert, they were active, they were aware, and their reaction to shots was outstanding.
Indiana's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Lets it go with the three. And good, the three-point shot, good from Freak. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
And while we've got this moment here now, let's take a look at last season's leaders in converting turnovers into points. The Cavaliers, fourth.
And this team, in terms of scoring off the turnovers, that became the identity. I mean, they really look to disrupt and cause problems defensively, and boy, do they take advantage on the other end.
The Pacers making a switch here. Hill's checked in, and Verejao kicks to Thompson.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
This is the Verejao. It's stolen by Hill. Freak with it. Now guarded by Shumpert. Pick up by Hill. Yep, it's good. And another three from Freak. Freak's got 6 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him. Good job there by Verejao setting that screen.
Freak with it. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Beyond the arc. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Greg, that's 3 in a row from out there now, so they've got to do a better job. Contested. It's still early, but they've started to establish themselves on the glass here.
Yeah, scrappy, Clark, for each and every rebound. They are not backing down.
Shot is off. And Cleveland the other way now. Thompson, a screen on Hill. Here's Shumpert. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago. To the paint, Thompson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And here's a look at the stats for Stuckey. Last season's performance for him averaged about 11 points a game last season, 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
No good on the second free throw. Indiana leading by 6. Here's Hill. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Now here's Freak, covered by Irving. And a wide open look for Freak. And the lead now, double digits on that bucket. Freak's got 12 in the game. Irving kicks to Shumpert. To the middle to stop the run. And James throws it down.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost. He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Pacers leading by 13. 52 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Freak. Buries it from three-point range. Freak's got 21.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there. An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
Pick up by Hill. Now here's Freak. He's covered by Irving, and it's Freak missing. Cleveland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Irving, good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
And really, that's what built the early lead here. Killer shooting from the...
Got it! He got it!
Just in time.
What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
I don't know, but I think that's a 2% shot. He'd make 2 out of 100 of those if you gave them to him.
And LeBron James trying to will his Cavaliers team to its first title. Teammate Kevin Love says LeBron made it clear from the start what he expected. Well, when someone like LeBron talks about what you need to bring to the table, you better bring it.
Yeah, I would think so. You'd be better served to go right along with what he's talking about. Dubbed the new Big Three along with Kyrie. I think if they just keep following LeBron's lead and advice, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Pacers team out there.
It's just been a long-range battle for them and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. Freak in at point guard. Maurice Spade's out there with Carlos Boozer. Then there's Ellis. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trail Blazers delivered quite a performance. He had 64 points, and the basket must have looked like an ocean to him as he nailed 3 after 3. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance right here tonight?
You know, I can't imagine he'd be able to pull off that kind of an outing 2 games in a row. But, hey, that's what the truly great ones are capable of doing.
Boy, even if he came close to matching it, that would be really impressive. But I tell you, that's asking an awful lot of one guy.
And he gets it to go.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got 10 points in the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And it's Freak missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
On the wing, Irving. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Screen by Boozer.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Now here's Freak. He's got 31. And the Pacers another 3.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Fans, you gotta get loud. Come on, let's have a round of applause for the Cavalier girls.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. It's a pick by Love. No one near Smith as he lets it go. And Boozer with the block. Now here's Freak. Defense is right there. Offensive rebound. Spates lays it in without an inch of room around him. Spates has got his second bucket of the night. Irving kicks to Shumpert. There's a good screen. Screen by Smith. Here's Mozgov. It's rebounded by Indiana. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Exactly. They split the series, Greg. 2 elite teams and conference foes renewing that rivalry tonight.
Irving kicks to Smith. Trying to find Irving. He's got it now. Again, Irving missing.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And Shumpert kicks to Irving. Will it go? It's rebounded by Indiana. Boozer's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's Freak. 37 points for him.
Move the ball.
Shoots the 3. Rebound, Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. For the 3, and he gets it to go. Love's got 6.
serious. Hold up, scared of heights, come face your fears. Hold up, hold up.
Right now, somewhere, he at the table with a bowl of Applejack, and he's beating the back of the cereal, and in between eating.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson joined by Shaquille O'Neal. Kenny the Jet Smith, thanks for tuning in. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Tonight, we'll be watching the Indiana Pacers playing against the Brooklyn Nets. Looking at the Nets, this is their first time playing this squad so far this season. Last year, they had a winning record against them, going 2-1. Well, the Pacers certainly have the defensive side of the game down pat. Very strong defense for them for several seasons running. The problem, Shaq, the offense, how do they make the most of their possessions?
Well, they don't have the personnel to get out and run, so they need to be very smart, especially when they slow it down. They have to minimize turnovers.
Well, to me, they're better at threes, so they got to give themselves credit for that. But I'd like to see them spread teams out just a little bit more.
And right now, the tip-off approaches, and Kevin Harlan is standing by.
Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Last game for the Pacers, a loss to the Cleveland Cavaliers. That one was real close, too. They lost by just 2 points.
Ready to go? Look at what they did in the fourth quarter. I mean, they just went to sleep. Totally non-committal basketball. They allowed the big comeback.
Don't discount, though, the effort from the other side, because I just thought they took advantage of the opening once they got a little momentum.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. They've got Brook Lopez. Johnson is out there with Young. Then it's Jarrett Jack, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the shooting guard.
Boy, I love the great assist that time by Jack.
And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. George, and he connects on the jumper. Spates.
down. I never went nowhere. What they saying, loot is back. Blame it on that. The hood call it looting. And I'm on this foolish track, so I spit my foolish flow. My hands go up and down like go. My verses still be serving, tight like a million. Last time on a college remix, now I'm on the original version. Can't never count me out, y'all better count me in. Got 20 bank accounts, accountants count me in. Make millions every year, the South's champion. Cause all I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Swerving in my low, head on the swivel, you know serving me's a no-no. Clean as a whistle as I pull out in my Rolls Royce. Yellow bone passenger, they see it, they say, oh boy. Tell Kelly, back it up, my call me loco. Down for, don't make me pull that. Ask you what you laughing at, represent that mud life. Dirty money, you better get your mud right. We come together holding hands and holler hood life. We all in all black, it's like life. You riding or what? Cause we riding tonight. Now you riding with me cause you wasn't. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there.
Heat in the kitchen, pot on the stove, water getting boiled. Being sold, Snoopy in the hookie, system overload. I've been running this rap game since I was 20 years old. I hung with the worst of them, bust till I burst them up, floss them up, toss them up, harder work, close them up. Pardon me, I'm bossing up, pressure up, bless you, bro, don't mess with us. We like the U in the 80s, back to back, set a track, hit the lick, get it back, get the trick, jump the track. I want my money back, time and time again, while I'm sipping on this. Al Davis said it best, just win, baby, win.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get it up. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. Now let's get it all in perspective. For all y'all enjoyment, a song y'all can step with. Y'all appointed me to bring rap justice, but I ain't 5-0, y'all know it's Nas, yo. Then a whole lot of only describe us as soldier survivors. Stay laced in the best, well dressed with finesse in the white tee, looking for wifey. Thug girl who fly and talk so nicely. Put her in the coupe so she can feel the nice breeze. We can drive through the city, no doubt, but don't say my car. Say that is out. Newness, here's the anthem. Put your hand up that you with, count your loot with. Push the pool stick in your new crib, same hand that you hoop with. Swing around like you stupid. King of the town, yeah, I've been that. You know I click clack, where you and your men's at. Through the Smurf, through the WAP baseball bat. Rooftop like we bringing 88. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. I made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them. This ain't rapping, this is street hop. Now get up off your like your seat's hot. My life lit up. Trunk of the car, we got the street. Don't start none, won't be none. No reason for your mans to panic. You don't wanna see no ambulances. Knock drink down in this cup.
That's the way you get Timberland up. Let the music diffuse all attention. Ball or convention, free admission. Can move swift. All my just coming homies. Get money, leave the beef alone slowly. Get out my face, you people so phony. Pull out my waist and made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. With them gangsters, with them. Made you look. You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters at? Where them at? Running, yo, my mood is real rude. Show you what to do. Don't box my obliges. Every invitation to fight you. Like Pun said, you ain't even in me class. Made batch pins, backseat, TV plasma. Ladies looking for athletes or rappers. Whatever you choose, whatever you do, make sure he a thug and intelligent too. Like a real thoroughbred is. Show me love, let me feel. Females who's the is always. And I like a little sassiness, a lot of class. Mommy reaching your bag, past the. I'm a leader at last. This a don you with my spit, lose consciousness.
Being on some chill, we go 0 to 100 real quick. They be on that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keep scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it. Yeah, that mean I'm way up. Yeah, the 6 ain't friendly, but that's where I lay up. Lay up. I been Steph Curry with the shot. Been with the sauce. Chef Curry with the pot, boy. 360 with the wrist, boy. Hey, who the is, boy? OVO, man, we really with boy. Yeah, really with the. I should probably sign a hit, boy, cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in Nico basement, working on the phones. Either that or try the money mark to make the pickups. Man, it's 2008, I'm trying to paint the picture. Comeback season in the works and now I'm thinking bigger. I got 40 in the studio, every night, late night. Gotta watch it, don't wanna make them sicker. That's my oh Lord, got a whole lot to show for it. I mean, we could really get it, we could go for it. I'm just here for the Bucks and the Billies. Don't make me one of the ghosts for it. I run it, they like go for us, run for us, run for us, go for us. Yeah, I mean you already wrote for us. What's one more quote for us? Oh Lord, who else sounded like this? They ain't made me what I am, they just found me like this. I was ready, I've been ready since my dad used to tell me he would come into the house to get me. He ain't show up. Valuable lesson, man, I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you, then do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick. Real quick. Whole squad on that real. Yeah. The other night, lavishly told me that I'm all these people listen to. She said they love me unconditional. Imagine how I feel to watch another at the top. You know that if you wasn't you, you would be dissing you, dog. Okay, from that perspective, I see what you talking about. No way to soften that. Cause me, I was trying to find out where I lost him at, but maybe I ain't lose him at all. Maybe I keep moving forward and they're just stagnant, they ain't moving at all. But when they need that favor, who do they call? Maybe I'm searching for the problems, asking what was said and who was involved. Too focused on people's feedback and proving them wrong. They say the shoe can always fit no matter who for the song. These days feel like I'm squeezing in them. Whoever won before just wasn't thinking big enough, I'm about to leave them with them. Cause if I run the game in these, man, the seams are splitting. No pun intended, but they smelling defeat in the air. Headed where nobody took it, who meeted me there? They tell him that he talking crazy, but he doesn't care. Being humble don't work as well as being aware. Listen up, boy, you better off eavesdropping. We already got spring 2015 popping. P&D dropping, reps up P dropping, Magic Jordan dropping, Obi dropping, not to mention me dropping. Feel like we paid the refs off, man, we fixed the game. Me and Noel been at it before Twitter names. Yeah.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Atlanta Hawks going up against the Indiana Pacers. Taking a look at the Pacers, they were swept by this team last season, losing all 3 games they played against them. So they'll be motivated tonight. For the Hawks over the last few years, they've brought in some faces and tactics from San Antonio. Shaq, are they really the San Antonio Spurs East, as we've heard in recent years?
Well, Coach Buttenholzer was a former San Antonio Spurs assistant. They run a similar motion offense with spacing in the ball movement. They're not the Spurs yet because they don't have any players that can create ISO plays and get players other shots.
What I like about that team, Ernie, is every player on that team, just put their ego aside. They're not worried about the numbers, and winning is all cost, and winning is first. And when you see that in a team, then that is the hallmark of the San Antonio Spurs organization. Egos aside, winning first.
Atlanta, 4 All-Stars, and a trip to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2015. Let us get down to Kevin Harlan as we get ready for the opening tip.
Check. I'm from where the cameras run. News cameras never come.
The Pacers look to take charge. We're going to bring it to you here from Indianapolis, Indiana. It's the end of a string of away games for the Hawks as they look forward to returning home after this one. And it's going to be the Pacers offense. Boozer and Freak subbed in for...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming right up, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks playing against the Indiana Pacers. Last game for the Pacers, they ended up with a loss to the Hawks. They split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. And guys, the fans always enjoy hearing stories from your playing days. Let's talk teammates. Shaq, who were your favorite guys to play with over the years?
You know, everyone loves the Shaq, and Shaq has 4 rings, but I'm saying it here.
They all love
real
the Shaq.
life. Everybody loves Shaq.
Okay.
I'm sexy, handsome, and qualified. That's what Shaq stands
I
for.
think my question was, who were your favorite teammates?
Let me finish.
It's an Eastern Conference battle at the BMO Harris Bradley Center in Milwaukee as the Bucks look to work the home court advantage. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. Pace it. A really disappointing game for him in that loss to Atlanta.
Bucks call timeout.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
With the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Freak number 1. And, of course, Paul George.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
For Indiana, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Here's Freak. And O.J. Mayo pulls it down.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to Philadelphia.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And, Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
He just exudes a love of the game, guys. You can see it in everything he does. This guy lives and breathes the game.
Screen by Monroe. There's the feed to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Mayo. Dishes it to Monroe. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
Here's Freak. And Indiana, another 3.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Bucks trail by 6. Carter Williams. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. That does not fall. Still looking for his first basket after 3 shots. Freak with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. Here's Freak. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Screen by Monroe. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. That's good from Mayo on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Mayo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks dancers.
And a chance here to check out how the Bucks ranked in the NBA last season. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. 7th in second chance points. And they were in the top half of the league. That speaks to the fact that this team aggressively goes after the basketball at every position.
Yeah, but and the stat I look to, though, is the low turnovers. They did such a great job of limiting their mistakes, really maximizing their opportunities offensively.
Solomon Hill, he's checked in for Paul George.
They've been beating them to a lot. Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And That replay sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. Outside, Antetokounmpo, screened by Monroe, Mayo into the lane, and stolen by Stuckey. And oh, here we go with Hill, nobody back. Here's Freak. That three off the mark. Bucks trail by 6. Here's Enyama. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And that one's good. Freak.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. There's the dish to Smith. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Smith. 6 on the shot clock. Misses off the right iron.
Well, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
They set the pick. Freak passes to Turner. Stuckey kicks to Freak. From deep three-point range. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's O.J. Mayo on the way. He's guarded by Hill. The rebound by Turner.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Freak. 16 points for him. Indiana again missing. All going up court. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And he beats the buzzer to end the quarter.
Terrific shot there. I mean, he was calm, he was poised, didn't rush it at all. You got to tip your hat to him. That was well done.
And that's head coach Lionel Hollins, known for his no-nonsense style, but he'll tell you he's still got a good sense of humor. I still don't think that Coach Hollins is anyone to be trifled with, and I think the net players would agree with me on that one.
Oh, yes, I know they've got that one figured out. And I do, too, as a matter of fact. The last thing anybody on the team better be doing is laughing at Lionel Hollins. Just ask Darren Williams.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game, guys, we have seen from Indiana. What do you think?
It's just been a long-range battle for them, and one that they're winning right now.
Yeah, sharp shooting from deep, a big part of why they're up.
Carter Williams is the point with Middleton at the 2. Sanders out there with Smith. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hawks provided a nice lift. He finished with 8 points, and he made them pay for their fouls, putting up a good amount of his totals from the line. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thank you as always, Doris. And another special game from a player that we know is incredibly capable for this team.
Yeah, and he proved his value again in that last game. I mean, he's a cog in their machine, no doubt.
Yeah, and they're going to need a few other players to lend a bigger hand today. I mean, they can't expect him to carry the entire load 2 games in a row.
Move the ball. Stick it to the line.
Launches a 3, and Indiana another 3.
Once again, the defense letting them get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooting.
Carter Williams dishes to Middleton. Parker outside. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter. And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Smith wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Carter Williams. Carter Williams has got 5 assists in the game. From downtown, another triple from Freak. Freak's got 9 points now in the quarter.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
And no doubt the defense had better play, a little tighter.
And now your Milwaukee Bucks answer.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Frank Vogel addressing his team. He was intent on running the offense through Boozer.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Bucks trail by 13. Mayo kicks to Monroe. Poked loose. Now Freak. He's got 25.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Unloads. Milwaukee with the rebound. Parker's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Mayo, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Hill pulls it in. Pacers leading by 13. And a wide open look for Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jumper.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow.
Kicks it to Turner. Now here's Freak. 28 points for him. Misses the 3. Mayo dishing to Antetokounmpo. This, and he gets it to go. 7 points in the game.
They're absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
Here's Freak. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. And the Pacers lead by 18.
To be honest, I'm speechless, and that doesn't happen very often. This may be the best shooting performance I've ever seen.
Mayo, no good on the shot, a bit long that time. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Atlanta Hawks.
Boy, this was an up-and-down affair. I mean, back and forth. I thought they had a very competitive outing, but just ran out of gas towards the end. The pace was furious.
Yeah, one of the better games that I had seen all season long. They just don't get any more exciting than that one. And more importantly, that's the kind of basketball, as a fan, you wish you could watch every night.
Freak with it. 33 points for him. Turner with the screen for Freak. Buries the long-range jumper. Freak's got 36.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Pacers lead by 21. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Monte, you guys had very active hands out there, and your defense seemed really to drive your offense.
We know if we get defense to stop, we're going to lead the offense, so that's going to be our main.
We'll get back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Different look for Milwaukee. Smith checked in for Monroe. And Giannis Antetokounmpo is subbed in for Jabari Parker. The Pacers also changing it up. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Boozer. Stuckey comes in for Monte Ellis. And Freak subbed in for Hill. On the court for Indiana, Stuckey and George make up the perimeter. Hill is out there with Maurice Spates, and it's Freak in at the 1 spot.
Move the ball. Stick it too much.
Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by the Bucks. Sanders has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Screen by Sanders. Carter Williams kicks to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Smith. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Smith's got 5 points so far. Now here's Freak. Carter Williams covering, and that one's good. Freak.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Bucks trail by 20. And here is Carter Williams. 9 points in the game so far. Clock at 6. That misses off the backboard.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Spates sets a screen. They double him with Middleton. Freak with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. And here are the Pacers now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Freak. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is not there.
Now here's Carter Williams. Tight defense on him.
Season stats for him. Put up about 10 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And, guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And, fellas, I would say he's been overachieving a little bit lately. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things for the future.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pacers. Turner's checked in for Spates. And it's Hill in for Paul George. Here's Freak. And the Pacers another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Mayo kicks to Antetokounmpo. To the inside. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. That's good. 9 points in the game.
So far. And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And he has just been in a flow offensively.
Corbin, bro, I was about to jump in, bro. If y'all want to start foul, boy. Hey, Corbin, this is on 10.
It's stolen by Hill. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. The fast break ends at the rim with a jam.
Man, everybody would have jumped in.
On the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Just 5 on the clock. And Yama kept alive. And the dunk by Sanders.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
The Bucks have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half, up to this point, going 7 of 14.
No, that's the gate.
Smith outside, screened by Sanders. Poke loose. Here's Enyama, out of hand on it.
Bruh, keep downloading.
The Bucks have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league.
And that just has to improve, guys. I mean, the free throw shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
The Bucks making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
29 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5 makes come from beyond the arc. The defense has to react quicker.
Here's Mayo. 5 points in the game. Screened by Sanders. Hill gets the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hey, Chance. Yeah, right now.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. They've got Vaughn, Parker out there with Miles Plumlee, and it's Inglis in at the 4.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
Dang, bro, I'm going there with the freaking videos.
And the foul called on Freak. That'll be his second foul of the game. Parker with no one around. The baseline jumper goes down.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Can somebody help me get... Oh, my God.
Now, Freak from
Can
deep.
somebody just help me get 8?
Turner passes to Freak. The 3. That is good. Freak's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Indiana.
Gonna be a dude
They've
in the
given
window
up
with
a
a
lot of
KR.
three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations.
Bro, he just wall banged me. Bro, he was just spraying through the wall. This fucking game. But I should use a PO6 to piss him off, huh? Okay. Oh my God, dude! Get out the fucking way, stupid ass. I'm like feeling loose. talk about Cricket.
Black Ops 3 video now. Today we got some awesome news for Con Halo 3. Today's going to be a very busy day, and this week in general is going to be a very extremely busy week. So if you enjoy the video, guys, drop a like down below. We've got some great news. Yes, we're definitely going to want to drop a like down below. Subscribe to my channel to make sure you stay up to date with everything Call of Duty for the coming days because it's going to be big. Also, drop a comment down below. And with that said, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So today, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 had an update. Version 1.19, I believe, and this update actually added a lot of things. It's a pretty big update.